Have you ever stopped to think that something as simple as your daily vitamins could actually be putting you at risk, quietly, invisibly, while you sleep? Picture this. You go to bed feeling healthy and strong, with every intention of waking up ready to take on the day. But come morning, your speech is slurred, your arm won't move, or you can't stand without stumbling. It's a terrifying reality I've seen play out again and again, often with no warning signs, especially in older adults who genuinely believe they're doing everything right for their health. If you're over 60, you've likely been told to take vitamins to protect your bones, sharpen your memory, or boost your energy. Maybe you've picked up a bottle of vitamin D or E from the pharmacy, or started a brain health supplement you saw advertised online. But what if I told you that, in certain situations, these very pills could increase your risk of stroke, brain bleeds, or dangerous spikes in blood pressure, especially in those vulnerable early morning hours? Let's start with vitamin D. For years, it's been celebrated for its role in building strong bones and supporting your immune system. But here's what most people never hear: high-dose vitamin D, especially if taken without medical supervision, can quietly lead to something called hypercalcemia, too much calcium in your blood. This excess calcium doesn't just float around harmlessly, it gets deposited in your arteries, making them stiffer and narrower. Over time, this process creates the perfect conditions for a blood clot, one that can travel straight to your brain and cause a devastating stroke. And it happens more often than you might think. Many over-the-counter vitamin D supplements contain far more than the daily amount most seniors actually need. Doses of 5,000 or even 10,000 IU are common, when in reality, even 2,000 IU can be too much unless you've been tested and found deficient. The scary part? Symptoms of toxicity, like confusion, weakness, or high blood pressure, often go unnoticed until a stroke happens. If you're taking vitamin D, especially with calcium or heart medications, get your levels checked regularly. And always take it in the morning, never before bed. Next, let's consider vitamin E, a classic heart health supplement. It's true that vitamin E has antioxidant properties, but high doses can act as a natural blood thinner. If you're also on medications like aspirin, warfarin, or Plavix, this combination can tip the balance from protection to danger. I've seen patients suffer brain bleeds, hemorrhagic strokes, because their blood was too thin to clot when a tiny vessel ruptured. The recommended daily amount for seniors is just 22 IU, yet most supplements contain 200 to 1,000 IU per capsule. Remember, more isn't always better, especially as your body's ability to process these compounds changes with age. Vitamin B6 is another supplement touted for nerve health and energy. But here's the catch. Too much B6, often found in so-called brain support or nerve health formulas, can actually damage your nerves. High doses, sometimes 10 times what's recommended, can strip the insulation from your nerve cells, causing persistent tingling, numbness, and even muscle weakness or problems with walking. These symptoms creep in gradually, so they're often mistaken for normal aging or arthritis. If you're taking a supplement with more than 10 milligrams of B6 daily, it's time for a serious conversation with your doctor. Now, think about vitamin A. It's essential for vision and immunity, but unlike some vitamins, it's stored in your liver and fatty tissues. Over time, especially if you're taking multiple supplements or high-dose anti-aging formulas, vitamin A can build up to toxic levels. Too much vitamin A raises pressure inside your skull, mimicking the symptoms of a stroke. Headaches, blurred vision, dizziness, even slurred speech. This is called pseudotumor cerebri, and if not caught early, it can lead to permanent vision loss or cognitive problems. Stick to the recommended upper limit for seniors, no more than 2,500 to 3,000 IU a day, and that includes what's in your multivitamin and your diet. Finally, let's talk about niacin, or vitamin B3. It's often recommended for lowering cholesterol, but high doses, especially those found in flush-free or extended-release formulas, can cause sudden, unpredictable swings in your blood pressure. At first, your blood vessels open up, causing flushing and a pounding heartbeat. But soon after, they can constrict sharply, raising your blood pressure and stressing your heart. I've seen patients experience mini strokes, called TIAs, after weeks or months on high-dose niacin supplements. For most older adults, anything above 50 milligrams per day should only be taken under a doctor's supervision. So what should you do? First, don't panic. Vitamins are not the enemy, but they aren't harmless either. As you get older, your body's ability to process and clear excess vitamins changes. What worked in your 40s or 50s may no longer be safe in your 70s or 80s. The best approach is to get most of your nutrients from whole foods, leafy greens, berries, fatty fish, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. These foods deliver the vitamins your brain and body need in forms and amounts they were designed to handle. If you do need supplements because of a diagnosed deficiency, a specific medical condition, or guidance from your doctor, take only what's needed and nothing more. Read your labels. Be especially cautious with high-potency or megadose products, and always tell your healthcare provider about every supplement you take, no matter how natural it seems. Your health is too precious to gamble with. Remember, awareness is the best medicine. Listen to your body, ask questions, and never be afraid to challenge the idea that more is better when it comes to vitamins. Every choice you make, every pill you swallow, can help protect your brain, your independence, and your quality of life for years to come. If this information has opened your eyes or given you pause, I encourage you to talk with your doctor before making any changes to your supplement routine. And remember, you're not alone. Millions of older adults are navigating these same questions, trying to do what's best for their brains, hearts, and bodies. By staying informed, aka asking smart questions, and choosing food over pills whenever possible, you're taking the most powerful steps toward a healthier, safer future.